This is the anthem. Here's what you came for. This is the moment. Magic was made for. Come on, let's light up the sky now. You'll feel the magic happening right now.
Hello there. Welcome back to Fan Fatales.
Take a ride with us on the Hogwarts Express.
Walk down Main Street with our best super pals.
And defy gravity as we talk about all things fandom.
Hello, and welcome back to Fan Fatales, a member of the Real Fans Podcast Network. I'm Emma.
And I'm Gaby, and we are visiting the Marvel Cinematic Universe once again to talk about the projects slated not only for the rest of 2022, but 2023 and beyond.
So, yeah, should we get started?
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked because our first film literally comes out on Friday.
Yes, which is Black Panther Wakanda Forever. You've probably seen all the ads, all the white, everything going around.
Can I just say, Angela Bassett looks amazing.
Yes.
I know!
Which, of course, the film has gone through probably some rewrites, especially after the sad and untimely passing of star Chadwick Boseman. And it was difficult to know how director Ryan Coogler, who was the director of the first film, was going to handle the situation. And Kevin Feige has stated that he will not recast the character of the Black Panther of King T'Challa, nor will he use Boseman's likeness to be recreated digitally like Carrie Fisher was in Rogue One.
Which, honestly, I appreciate.
I did too. It kind of felt weird.
Yeah.
In Rogue One and in the last one, Skywalker, Rise of Skywalker.
Mm-hmm. Plus, I feel like there's so many more story opportunities that way. Mm-hmm. You know? Yeah. So I think I'm excited to see what they do. I really want Shuri to be like, my turn. I have been saying that since the beginning when they first announced this movie. I was like, this is Shuri's freaking time to shine. I'm ready to see it.
I like that.
Me too. But all of the ads that I've seen have Killmonger in them, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Because everybody's like, oh gosh, what's that guy's name? Michael B. Jordan. They're like, ooh, Michael B. Jordan. And I'm like, okay, boy has bubble wrap skin. Like, let's be honest. He looks like a piece of bubble wrap in this movie. Like, the special effects are cool, and it looks super realistic. Yeah. But it's bubble wrap. Like, that's all I can think of when I see it. I'm all, oh, it's Bubble Boy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes, he's attractive. But anyway, sorry, go ahead.
The basic plot of the film is the leaders of the Kingdom of Wakanda are fighting to protect their nation from invading forces in the wake of King T'Challa's death, and a new threat emerges from the hidden undersea nation of Talokan? We'll see.
That sounds like more accurate. I don't know. It
we'll
sounds
see
like
on Friday.
Yeah, we'll see. I think
it hasn't been in the ads.
Here's the thing. They don't say it in the ads, and it's like a made-up country.
Yeah, it's Talokan.
I mean, like, the closest thing we could probably, like, reference would be, like, African countries. But, like, right?
Yeah.
Like, so I would assume Talokan, because that's kind of, like, how the language... I don't know. I know so little about it, but that's kind of how it sounds.
So I just looked it up in the comics, and it's not giving me a pronunciation, but in the comics, it is basically Atlantis.
Oh.
But it's Aztec. It says Talokan is based on, I will not be able to pronounce this name, one of the underworld realms in the Aztec codices ruled by the rain god.
Send it to me. Let me see.
Okay. Hold on.
this article contains major spoilers.
It contains like 2 bullet points of trivia. But yeah, so it says in the comics.
Yes.
What?
Talokan. Yeah, that's how you say it.
Okay. Yeah, and it says
it has the little things.
Yeah. Well, okay. And it says that it is a paradise for the souls of those who died of a water or a storm-related death.
Oh, I like that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. I'm now really excited. Like, I was already real excited for this film.
Yeah.
But, like, that made me even more.
Yeah.
What?
You're like, even more.
I did a weird hand gesture for
real
listeners.
Weird hand gesture. Oh man.
And this film will mark the end of Phase 4 of the MCU, which started with Spider-Man: Far From Home after Endgame came out in 2019.
Yes, and it will arrive in theaters on November 11th, 2022, this Friday.
This Friday.
If you're listening when this episode comes out. So, let's go see it together and we'll talk about it.
Yeah. We'll probably...
So the next one...
We'll maybe talk about it in the new year.
We'll see. New year. We gotta give everybody ample time to see it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next one we're gonna talk about is, what?
Go ahead. I found the date.
Oh, okay.
That it comes out.
So the next one that's coming out is going to be the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, which comes out this year, I believe in December.
So it's scheduled to be released on Disney Plus on November 25th of 2022, which is
why?
The Friday after Thanksgiving.
Why?
Well, here's the thing. And I know this because I saw James Gunn write about it, and we're talking about it next week. They're basing it off of the Star Wars Holiday Special a little bit, is what I've read. The Star Wars Holiday Special came out on November 17th. So, like, the week before Thanksgiving of 78, I believe.
I see. Okay. So is it going to be the same, like, meme quality that the Holiday Special is?
I hope so. But all we know is that the Guardians will be back, including writer-director James Gunn at the helm of this project. And he has confirmed that the special is set between the events of Thor: Love and Thunder and the third Guardians movie.
Okay.
Which makes sense to me.
Yeah, totally makes sense.
You've seen Thor: Love and Thunder, right? Gabby has not seen Thor: Love and Thunder.
No comment.
Okay.
No comment.
You may want to watch it before you see
this. I might. We'll see.
Or at least watch the first 15 minutes of Thor: Love and Thunder.
That I can do. That I can commit to.
Before you watch.
I can't even commit to sitting down and watching an entire episode of The Office. Like,
I feel that.
Let's be honest here. Anyway, you know what else is happening on November 25th?
What?
I have jury duty.
Isn't that also when Disenchanted comes out?
I believe so.
I'm not looking that up. No, it is released on the 24th, so it's released on Thanksgiving.
On Thanksgiving. Which is smart, because then it's like, to watch on Thanksgiving with your whole family.
Yeah.
To laugh about by yourself afterwards.
Yeah. Especially because, like, that's what they did with Encanto. It came out on Christmas Eve.
Yep.
Of last year.
Yep.
On Disney Plus, at least.
Yeah, I know. I watched it on the 26th.
I watched it on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
I had already seen it, like, twice before you had seen it once.
I know. And you literally saw it. I literally saw it 2 days after you.
I know.
That was the day. I remember that day vividly. I went shopping at the mall, and I felt fine. And I came home, and I put on my pajamas, and I laid on the couch, and it was like I got hit by a truck. And I was so sick. I just remember. It just washed over me. It was like, Christmas came and went. I did my after Christmas shopping. I had bought my Apple Watch. I laid on the couch. And then I, like, suffered for a week and a half.
Yeah.
Fun times.
Yeah, there you go.
And the crazy thing is, it wasn't COVID. And when I had COVID, that was worse. Like, not the COVID was worse. Like, my
weird sickness.
cold, my flu thing was worse than COVID.
Yeah. So, shall we move on to the first project in 2023?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so it is going to be season 2 of the first animated series in the MCU, What If? We don't have an exact release date. All it has been saying is early 2023.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of put it before the February 17th date.
Yeah, makes sense.
Makes sense. And at San Diego Comic-Con in 2022, it was revealed that this new season will feature heroes and villains from the MCU's multiversal realities, including Captain Carter, Steve Rogers as Iron Man, Black Widow, Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, that's probably the Iron Giant. You know, like when he was...
Yeah, why is it called Iron Man on here?
I don't know.
Maybe we get it.
Maybe it's a multiverse where Steve becomes Iron Man.
That's what I took it as.
Okay, maybe.
We'll see. Black Widow, Thor Ragnarok's Hela, young Star-Lord and Ego, the Scarlet Witch, Mandarin, and more. And the preview also showed Thanos fighting Captain America from Infinity War. The final part of the preview also was revealed to take place in the year 1602, which is surely a nod to Marvel 1602, a 2003 8-issue miniseries penned by Neil Gaiman that follows Marvel superheroes that exist in the Elizabethan era, including Nick Fury, X-Men, the Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, Doctor Doom, and more. Holy crap, that sounds amazing. I want it so bad.
I need to find these comics now.
Same.
Where can we get all of them?
Probably the Marvel comic book streaming service. I forget what it's called.
Big brain.
But I need to read that.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yes.
Maybe I'll see if I can... Well, no. Comic-Con will happen after this. Never mind.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure it's on their streaming service. Heroes. Okay. Sir Nicholas Fury, the Queen's intelligencer. He's in the position of one of the spy masters at the time who obtained the evidence that led to the execution of Mary, Queen of Scots. Dr. Stephen Strange, the Queen's alchemist and magician.
That's cool.
Peter Parquois, Sir Nicholas's apprentice.
He's French.
Matthew Murdoch, a blind Irish minstrel and freelance agent who occasionally works for Sir Nicholas.
This is amazing.
Clea Strange, Doctor Strange's wife and assistant. Rogers, Virginia's... Who's Virginia? It doesn't say. Blue-haired, blue-eyed Native American bodyguard. And he's actually Stephen Rogers, a.k.a. Captain America. What the hell?
What?
Okay, that one's not a Marvel... I'm just looking... Oh, the Watcher's in it. Oh, the four from the Fantastic... And it's Captain Benjamin Grimm, Sir Richard Reed, Susan Storm, and Master Jonathan Storm.
I love that.
Henry Lapim and Jeanette Lapim. The original,
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah. Jonah Jameson appears in it. He's an Irish-accented newspaper owner in the New World.
Freaking of course he does. He can't...
Villains. Sister Wanda and Petros.
Ooh.
Our villains. Okay, I want to read this story so
This sounds
bad.
amazing.
Holy crap. I didn't know I was actually going to want to read it, the comic.
I know. No, that sounds amazing. We need to read these.
Yes. That should be an episode in the new year. Just
Us
reacting.
reading comics
No,
and then
us
talking about
reacting to that comic.
it. Okay, we could talk about it.
Yeah. So the next one that comes out, it actually comes out 3 days before my birthday.
Whoop, whoop. I'm so excited for this one. This one's going to be really good.
I'm excited too. My cousin Bennett is way more excited than even I am.
He's the one who did the Star Wars should be renamed one, right?
Yeah, he's fake Disney facts on TikTok and Instagram. His favorite Marvel character is Ant-Man. He's very excited for this. But the Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania comes out February 17th of 2023. It's the third Ant-Man movie, which will be helmed by Ant-Man director Peyton Reed, and stars returning favorites Paul Rudd as Scott Lang / Ant-Man, Evangeline Lilly as Hope Van Dyne / Wasp, Michael Douglas as Dr. Hank Pym, and Michelle Pfeiffer as Janet Van Dyne.
I have a question.
Yes?
Is Luis going to be in this movie?
Probably. Maybe.
Okay. I need to write somebody at Marvel because I just want an entire series.
Cassie?
Huh?
Cassie, you said?
No, Luis.
Luis. Oh, yeah. Why did I forget about him?
I just want an entire series of Luis, like, retelling all of the Marvel movies.
Like the Olaf short.
Yes, exactly like the Olaf shorts.
Yes.
But with Luis doing it. I think that would be elite television.
Yes.
But, like, make it, like, longer than, like, a few minutes. Make it, like, give me, like, 15 minutes of that. Each one is, like, 10 minutes. That'd be, like, perfect.
Yeah. So Catherine Newton joins the cast as Cassie Lang, while Jonathan Majors portrays Kong the Conqueror. San Diego Comic-Con 2022 gave those in attendance at Marvel's panel a first look at the much-anticipated film that included our first real look at Kong and Bill Murray in the film. Okay.
Who's Bill Murray gonna be?
He likes to be random roles. We watched Little Shop.
This is true.
He was the random person that got a kick out of the dentist being creepy.
This is true. Okay, Bill Murray. I see you.
And this film will kick off Phase 5 of the MCU when it arrives in theaters.
Yep. I can't believe it. I'm like, wow. I feel like Phase 4 didn't even happen. Like,
well, because we were in the pandemic for most of Phase 4.
I think part of it is, like, Phase 4 for me felt very disjointed. Like, it didn't even feel like it was a phase, you know?
I agree.
Like, it felt like the stories were all very mutually exclusive and they had nothing to do with each other, even though they did.
Yeah.
Like, and you could see that they did. And the series helped a little. Also, I think the series were a little bit distracting in that.
I will say I've watched all of them that came out last year. So Captain America, WandaVision will include in that. What If?
Loki.
What else came out? Loki and Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
This year it's been so much harder for me to, like, stay focused on that. And it's the same with Star Wars too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I've seen, so what, it was Miss Marvel, She-Hulk,
Mm-hmm.
Moon Knight.
Yes. Thank you. I was like, there's another one with the dude, and he's his mummy. I couldn't remember his name.
And I've only seen one of those three.
Honestly, I got halfway through What If, and then I stopped because I just couldn't handle it anymore.
I loved Miss Marvel so much. I want more of her content, and we'll see it later on in this list when she'll be back. But I never watched Moon Knight, and I never got into She-Hulk. Like, I tried to watch it. I was in quarantine, literally the week that it started coming out, and couldn't get myself into it.
Yeah. I think there's such a disconnect from the content.
Yeah.
And I get it. Like, Marvel's trying to find who it is again and what this next storyline is going to be, and kind of trying to figure that out. And they're pulling stuff from every archive they have, you know?
Yeah.
They're pulling from everywhere, which I appreciate because it gives us a broader range of things to see.
Yeah.
However, I personally feel a disconnect to the characters. Like, I don't care anymore.
I agree. Like, again, let's look at the TV shows that I mentioned that I have seen. They all have a character that I knew beforehand going into it, besides Miss Marvel.
But even then, you still knew Miss Marvel because she was introduced into Doctor Strange.
No.
Yes.
Different character.
You're right. No.
That's America Chavez. Jean Jacket Lady?
Isn't she also Miss Marvel?
No.
Ah, shit.
Miss Marvel is Pakistani Muslim girl.
You're right. I remember that now. So sorry.
Kamala Khan.
Huh? Yes. Yeah.
I love her.
Now.
I relate to her so much for her being, like, nothing like me, like, religion and, like, culture-wise.
She's just relatable.
She wants to be a cosplayer, and her mom doesn't, like, understand the concept of cosplaying, which is my mom with me in cosplaying.
Yet she dressed you and your sister up as Little Mermaid and Flounder, like, nearly to a T when you were children.
She likes Halloween. She doesn't like cosplayers.
That's the same thing!
Thank you. We're not getting into that. She's starting to get on board with the cosplay thing.
She doesn't get it. You don't understand, Mom.
It's not a phase, Mom.
It's not a phase, Mom. It never was. Oh, man.
So the next one that will come out in spring of 2023 is Secret Invasion. And
yes.
Variety reported in September of 2020 that Samuel L. Jackson will return as Nick Fury in this new MCU series on Disney+. With Kyle Bradstreet from Mr. Robot reportedly writing and executive producing this project.
Here we go. Here's another series. But Nick Fury's in it, and I would do anything for more Nick Fury content. Let's be honest. He was robbed in the Avengers films. He deserved so much more screen time.
I agree. And I mean, look at, like, okay, so it says Kevin Feige confirmed the series in December 2020 and announced that Ben Mendelsohn from Captain Marvel will also star as the Skrull Talos in this adaptation of one of Marvel's most iconic comic storylines, which explores a faction of shape-shifting Skrulls who have been infiltrating Earth for years.
Okay, I might not mind this one.
I don't mind it because it's following a character we've already met.
Two characters we've already met.
My problem was, like, I couldn't get into Moon Knight because, like, I didn't know anything about the character. Like, Kamala Khan, like, I kind of knew stuff about, like, very little, but still, like, knew a little bit about.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I had a realization of how I first found out about her character recently. Because I just finished my rewatch of Modern Family. And in Alex's dorm room at one point, she has a poster of Kamala Khan.
I think you're beyond. You're further than I am.
Yeah, because she's already in college.
Oh, Alex is already in college where I'm at, but
it's in the very big background. It's not even focused in the shot. It's just in the background, like, by her closet. And I was like, that was mostly because I recognized...
Only you.
It was only because I recognized the, like, costume the character was wearing. Because she has that distinct, like, kind of, like, Pakistani Muslim kind of look to her costume. You know?
Yeah.
So, that's probably how I first, like, started to, like, be like, what?
That's...
Maybe.
Only you, babe. Only you would.
Only me.
Like... I love it. It's great. No, that's like so on brand for you.
It is.
It really is. You're like, oh, if you zoom in on this teeny tiny little piece, there's like 3 pixels that are pink, and that's why I think that this means that so-and-so's baby is going to be a girl. It's like 3 pixels, though. It's really small. It's like, well, there was what if it was a ladybug? No. Couldn't have been that. It's very purposeful.
And expected to star in this new series is Emilia Clarke, Olivia Colman, and Kingsley Ben-Adir.
I don't know.
But Emilia Clarke is from Solo, right?
No, Emilia Clarke, she played, oh gosh, what's that gal's name in that movie, Me Before You?
Oh, she's Daenerys Targaryen in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Daenerys Targaryen, and she's also in that movie.
Hold on.
Me Before You. She plays that girl, the pretty one. The only girl, like the main girl.
Yes, I'm sorry. A video started playing about Emilia Clarke when I was trying to look her up.
I like her. She's a great actress. I like her. What else has she been in?
That's why I'm going on her IMDb.
IMDb lies sometimes.
She was in Solo. She was in Solo. She was Kira.
Okay.
She was Han Solo's girlfriend before Leia.
Okay. I didn't watch that movie.
Oh. Well, she's Han Solo's girlfriend before Leia. At San Diego Comic-Con 2022, those in attendance at Marvel's panel were treated to new footage that saw Nick Fury walking out of a spaceship and being read the riot act for abandoning Earth by Maria Hill.
Yes.
Don Cheadle's Rhodey also made an appearance.
Yes.
And Maria Hill, actor Kobe Smulders, teased this series will be exciting because you, quote, won't know who's Skrull and who's human. End
okay.
Quote. I'm so
stoked
excited
for this. Okay, hold on. You're telling me we get Maria Hill back, Queen, and we get Don Cheadle,
yeah,
King, and then we get oh gosh, what's his name? Ben Mendelsohn.
Yeah.
And we get freaking Samuel L. Jackson. Let's go. Dream team. Let's go.
This is going to be a great film. I have high hopes.
Show. It's a show.
Show. When they first announced it, I thought it was going to be a movie because they weren't giving too much details.
Honestly, it should have been a movie.
It should have been.
I think a lot of these series could have been condensed into movies. Unpopular opinion.
I think the Agatha show should be condensed into a movie because it's going to be a 9-episode TV series now. Unless
they're only 25 minutes.
It should be a movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. As much as I loved Falcon and the Winter Soldier, could have been a movie.
Yep.
I was bored for like the middle chunk of it, except for when I saw Sebastian Stan, and then I was like, oh, Sebastian Stan, hard eyes. But like beyond that, I was like, man, I'm bored.
Yeah. I heard rumors. This is before the sexiest man of this year.
I heard that he's up for it.
I heard that too. I also heard Chris Evans.
I didn't hear Chris Evans. I heard Sebastian Stan, though, because of Pam and Tommy and, like, all of his work in Marvel, and I was like, please, please, please.
Yeah. Well, I saw that in the past, like, 13 years, 5 of them have been Marvel actors. So statistics are looking pretty good.
I think so. Marvel knows what they're doing when it comes to attractive men.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah. So,
next one, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, coming May 5th of 2023, probably. All of these dates are like, maybe. They say, but as we've seen from, oh gosh, what was the movie that kept getting pushed back? Or the series?
So many.
Was it a series?
Marvel?
I think it was Multiverse of Madness kept getting shoved back because it was taking too long or something.
Yeah, that one kept on getting shoved back. Everything DC. I'm still mad about the Batgirl thing. They canceled Batgirl, which was supposed to give us our first, like, live-action Batgirl for years, but they're still, like, trying to keep Flash afloat, even though the main actor of the Flash is very problematic.
Okay.
We're not going to get into DC's problems.
That aside, the Flash has been on TV for so many years.
The Flash's actor on TV is way better than the movie's Flash. We're not going to get into it.
The Flash has been... We're not even going to talk about it. That's like a totally other
I'm done being mad about Batgirl being canceled.
Are you?
No, I will never be.
Okay,
because it wasn't even supposed to be a theatrical release. It was supposed to be an HBO release.
Oh, come on.
And
that means
they
they're going to make, like, no
it.
money off it.
Exactly. They should give it to me. Only me.
Only Emma. Emma gets director's cut, like, 0 SFX, so it's just people in, like, suits. And they look like green with little dots all over them. Oh my gosh,
she
that'd
was
be
filming
hilarious.
in suit because she's like Captain America, where she doesn't have any powers.
No, I know, but I'm talking about, like, monsters and stuff.
True.
Like, have you seen, like, the people in their suits when they walk around? It's so funny.
Have you seen
like, in the motion capture?
Of, Emma Watson as Belle, like, in the ball gown with the actor who played the Beast and all that.
Yes! And it's just dots. Like,
it's just dots.
The
anyway,
motion capture is hilarious.
Guardians of the
Moving
Galaxy
on.
Volume 3, which
My
comes
turn.
out May 5th of 2023.
Let's go. San Diego Comic-Con, those in attendance at Marvel's panel at San Diego Comic-Con this year, they they just let loose.
Yeah.
So they were treated for the first trailer of the conclusion of the Guardians trilogy, alongside the reveal of Maria Bakalova. Thank you. You're right. Maria.
Who is she?
Bakalova.
Why does that name sound familiar?
I don't know. It does sound familiar.
She's an actress. Let's see what she's been in.
Well, Cosmo the dog is in the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. He's in the, like, collector's collection.
Yeah.
Also, Cosmo the dog, I want to say, was a real dog.
So she hasn't been in anything I've seen. Or heard of, for that matter. But she's... literally
Let's
two of the
see.
things that she's been credited
Oh,
in
she was in
are-
Borat.
Where do you
The
see that?
subsequent one. The one that came out in 2020.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
I haven't seen that.
And
She'll be in the
another Borat
holiday
movie.
special in 2022.
Yep. And she's in a lot of Hungarian movies or Bulgarian movies.
Yeah, she's a Bulgarian actress.
Yes. Okay, this makes sense. Okay. So anyway, yes, Cosmo the dog will also be in the movie. So if you've seen Cosmo the dog in the ride, or was Cosmo the dog a real dog?
I don't know.
Let's see. No, he is not.
Okay.
Cosmo the dog is a canine actor. He is a Jack Russell Terrier. Oh. I thought they were talking about the golden retriever that's the dog at the collector's collection, but I guess it's just the name of the dog.
I guess. I don't know. We'll see.
He's a Jack Russell Terrier, best known for his roles in the movies Hotel for Dogs and Beginners. He was adopted from a breed rescue society by animal trainer Mathilda de Cagny. In the MCU. Let's see.
Sorry, I was reading the rest of the
He
plot.
is, that is the dog that I wasn't wrong.
Okay.
I wasn't wrong. The Labrador is named Cosmo. That's what I thought.
Okay.
Cosmo the space dog. This is right. This is what I thought. But okay, yes, I was right.
Okay.
But that's not who it is.
Okay.
So
Or we
anyway,
can
Yes, we will catch a glimpse of Gamora running a section of the Ravengers and Peter Quill / Star Lord approaching her. Gamora reminds Quill that the Gamora he loved is dead. Wow.
Yeah. This was all in the trailer?
I guess.
Dear Lord.
And a big boy Groot is also featured alongside Baby Rocket Raccoon. What? And the trailer ends with a question of where Rocket came from.
I'm so confused.
I am so lost. Wait. When did Groot grow up?
He's still a teenager in Thor: Love and Thunder.
So how is he an adult again? So fast. And Rocket's a baby? I'm so confused.
I'm confused too.
I guess we'll just have to watch and find out.
Maybe there's like some sort of like weird machine.
Maybe it's
that
some
makes
sort
them,
of
like older and younger.
Mm-hmm.
Magic.
I don't
I'll
know.
talk about this next one because I've been introduced to this character, but since you haven't watched Hawkeye yet, right?
Nope. But Guardians of the Galaxy 3 arrives in theaters May 5th of 2023.
Yes. So in summer 2023, Echo. What?
I actually have heard of this character. I've read about her.
Okay. It's a upcoming series that will star Eloqua Cox as Maya Lopez / Echo. Echo has made her debut in Marvel's Hawkeye, and in the comics, she is the adopted daughter of Kingpin and has long been associated with Daredevil. And she is a deaf Native American character who was created by David Mack and Joe
Quesada.
Quesada, and first appeared in Daredevil Volume 2, issue number 9 in 1999. Much like Taskmaster, Echo can copy the fighting style of her opponents and wound up joining the new Avengers as the first Ronin. And Hawkeye has already taken on the Ronin namesake in Avengers Endgame, so it'll be interesting to see where they take her story.
I think this is very cool. I'm very intrigued as to how they're gonna do this deaf storyline thing.
Well, the actress is a deaf actress.
Yes! Win!
And they've already done a lot in Hawkeye. I know you haven't seen it, but
I have not, but I guess I have to now.
Yeah, they like have full-on scenes where it's just her like trying to sign with Hawkeye and him not understanding because he has the hearing aids out of all the damage his hearing aids have had over all the fights. And she tries to sign to him at one point when she takes his hearing aids out and he doesn't know, and she's like, You gotta know the sign.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I have to watch this now.
Yeah. She's great. I love her. I'm excited to see her back.
Very fun, very fun. So moving on, we finally have an announcement for Loki Season 2, which will come out in summer of 2023, which will be
2 years.
2 years after the original Loki. So
yes.
Very exciting.
And the original Loki came out a month after we started the podcast?
Yeah, I think so.
Because it was June of 2021 and we started May.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, a lot of weird, random life events happened in May for me. Sean and I got together. We started the podcast.
Yeah. Same year. Not in the same year. You guys
Not
had
in
already...
the same year.
Yeah.
We had already been dating
together
for a year.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, during the mid-credits scene for Loki's season 1 finale, there was a close-up revealing a close-up showcasing some of the TVA's paperwork, which was stamped with the words, Loki will return for season 2. That's all we know.
Yes.
That's it.
Then again, a week ago, Tom Hiddleston and his fiance, announced the arrival of their baby. So, he's been pretty busy, probably wedding planning and, starting his family.
I swear to God, if we don't get baby Loki, I'm gonna be upset.
We already got Kid Loki. We could get Baby Loki.
No, I want it to be like baby.
I know.
Teeny tiny baby. That would be amazing. Could you imagine? And then they put the like crown and it falls. Oh, so cute.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And grabs alligator Loki like a little stuffed animal.
Because I'm in Florida, a lot of the conventions near me have had like those like animal conservations bring an alligator and put Loki horns on it, and you could get pictures with alligator Loki.
Are they little ones or are they big ones?
They're like the same size as the like guy from the show, so like probably like yay big.
So like 3 feet long?
Yeah, about.
That's adorable.
That happened at MegaCon, and that happened at another recent one. I didn't go to it, but someone else I know did, and they got a picture with him that time.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I just feel like I have to be in a Loki cosplay for me to like justify spending the money on it.
Or a Sylvie cosplay.
Or a Sylvie. Just like I did with my Nightwing going in the Batmobile.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
The next one I'm excited for, because I love Miss Marvel. And it's The Marvels, which it will come out in July 28th of 2023.
Oh my god, girl, we better speed this up. We're gonna be here all night.
I know. Captain Marvel 2, which is now called The Marvels, is in works with Nia DaCosta directing. DaCosta? Tiana Paris, who will play an adult Monica Rambeau alongside Brie Larson's Carol Danvers, and the film will also feature Miss Marvel, played by Iman Vellani, which I relate to her as an actress. Have you seen her in interviews? It is me. I will have to send you her in interviews. She and I give off the same energy.
Oh, I can't wait.
She was introduced in Miss Marvel's Disney Plus series. My favorite, and I'll have to send it to you, is her talking about, I guess, like, when they were first filming Miss Marvel was around the time they were ending filming for Spider-Man. Like, the new one that came out, No Way Home. And they were, like, she was half in her Miss Marvel costume. And they, like, are like, Tom's here. You're gonna go meet Tom today. And she's, like, half in her costume about to meet Tom. And she's this big Marvel fan. And she's, like, talking with him, and he's like, so what's your show about? And she's like, oh, yeah, like, it's about this, like, teenage hero, like, kind of like you, blah, blah. And then he's like, oh, yeah, cool. Pulls out his phone and shows her a picture with him with the other two Spider-Men. He's like, oh, yeah. And he's like, oh, yeah, this is what's happening in my film. And she's like,
He really just does not know how not to share things.
No. Also,
this
her
is why they only
Harrison
send him.
Ford is me.
This is why they don't send him the entire script of things.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta speed this rodeo up because we got a lot to come.
Yeah, we're only on page 3 of 6.
Let's go. So next we have Ironheart coming fall of 23, which will see Dominique Thorne as Ree Williams / Ironheart, who is a genius.
Williams.
Sorry, Riri Williams. Thank you. Who is a genius inventor who creates the most advanced suit of armor since Iron Man. While there is no release date for Ironheart, it has been confirmed that Williams will make her debut in Black Panther 2. When in the comics, Williams was an engineering prodigy that used Stark's digitized consciousness as an AI to teach her to be the best Ironheart she can be. With the suit, she can fly and shoot out repulsor grenades, laser beams, precision missiles, and much more. Does that mean next RDJ is the new Jarvis?
Probably.
Win. Okay.
I'm excited because I know that the actress is a black woman, so we're getting a person of color to be like the Iron Man of this new
I'm freaking down. Let's go. I'm
so
ready.
Excited.
I'm just ready to see all these movies. I just want them to I want to care. That's the thing. I need to care about the characters, otherwise I'm lost. And so far, I'm not really there.
Yes. So the next one, which will come out fall of 2023, is X-Men 97. And X-Men 97 is a revival of the original X-Men, the animated series from the 1990s, that will continue right where that storyline left off. The Wrap has also reported that many of the original voice actors from the first show will be returning to their characters, including Wolverine's Cal Dodd, Rogue's Lenore Zahn, Beast's George Buza, and more.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's cool. In addition to familiar voices, Jennifer Hale and Ray Chase and many more will join the cast. Bo DiMeo will serve as executive producer and head writer. At San Diego Comic-Con, the press were treated to a first look at the series and saw many of the returning characters, including Rogue, Beast, Gambit, Jean Grey, Wolverine, Storm, Jubilee, and Cyclops.
Whoop.
Magneto also made an appearance and said, quote, "You're looking at the new leader of the X-Men," end quote. It was also revealed that Cable, Bishop, Forge, Morph, Nightcrawler, and Sunspot would be returning as well.
That's a lot. That's awesome.
Yeah. And on the villain front, the panel showed off various Sentinels, Mr. Sinister, White Queen, and Sebastian Shaw of the Hellfire Club.
This is going to be dope.
Hellfire Club.
All I can think of is Stranger Things from the
That's what I was about to say.
I didn't watch it because, I don't know, I thought the last 2 seasons were not that good. But
I am only on season 2 of ever watching it. Like, I've just never...
I thought beyond season 2 it was just okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Change my mind, internet.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Agatha, Covenant Chaos, which is coming out winter of 2023 and 2024. So it'll probably start in like December and carry over into January.
Into like January, yeah.
Yeah. So we have Katherine Hahn returning as Agatha Harkness, who was one of the most beloved parts of WandaVision. And she will be returning in her own spin-off series to Disney+. And WandaVision's Jack Schaefer will serve as an executive producer and head writer. So that's really all we know.
Yes. Daredevil Born Again will come out in spring of 2024. In May of 2022, Variety reported that a new Daredevil series was in the works from writer/executive producers Matt Corman and Chris Ord. Marvel has yet to confirm the existence of the show, but ever since Charlie Cox reprised his Netflix/Marvel take on Matt Murdock in Spider-Man No Way Home, and Vincent D'Onofrio did the same for Kingpin/Wilson Fisk in Hawkeye, it seemed clear that Marvel had plans for those popular versions of the characters to continue under the Marvel Studios banner. Daredevil's importance has been made much clearer ever since. His appearance in Spider-Man No Way Home, and at San Diego Comic-Con 2022, it confirmed that Daredevil Born Again will arrive on Disney Plus in spring of 2024. And I think they also said that at Disney D23.
Yeah. I love when Disney's like, shush, keep it a secret. But also, you're going to have a cameo in this movie. Yeah. And then another cameo in this thing. And somebody else is going to have a cameo in another thing. But like, hush, it's a secret. Nobody's going to know. It's like,
I'll do the next one so then you can talk about the next one.
I'm going to talk about them both. Here we go. Okay. You did a lot in a row. My turn. Captain America, New World Order comes out May 3rd of 2024. So this is the same day that The Falcon and the Winter Soldier's final episode debuted, and The Hollywood Reporter broke the news that a 4th Captain America movie is in the works, with director Julius Ona and showrunner Malcolm Spellman co-writing the screenplay with Falcon and the Winter Soldier staff writer Dallin Mousson. Since then, it has been officially confirmed that Captain America New World Order will be released in theaters on May 3rd of 2024. This is very funny because this is the second film to be released not quite on May 4th.
I don't think they're allowed that date. I think it's only Star Wars that's allowed that date.
Probably because they're both Disney properties, but did you notice one next year is May 5th and this one's May 3rd?
It's probably because of the Fridays.
I don't know. We'll see. That wouldn't...
May 5th is Friday of 2023. May 3rd is the Friday of 2024.
Dang it.
2024 is a leap year, so we get an extra day in February.
That's why. I was really excited to be like, conspiracy theory. If
we didn't have the leap day, it would have been May 4th.
Well, that worked out very nicely for them.
Yeah.
So it will be the first solo film starring Anthony Mackie as a new take on the iconic hero.
Yes.
Which also, you have to kind of imagine that you're going to see Sebastian Stan in that one a little bit because they're best buds now.
But we know that he's going to be in the next one.
This is true. Which I'm also very excited about. We have the Thunderbolts, which comes out on July 26th of 2024. So in June of 22, reports emerged that director Jake Schreier of Robot and Frank had been lined up by Marvel to direct a Thunderbolts movie, which has been in development with Black Widow writer Eric Pearson scripting. So in the comics, the Thunderbolts are typically portrayed as a team of anti-heroes. Love.
Yes.
And at San Diego Comic-Con of 22, it was confirmed that Thunderbolts will be released in theaters on July 26th of 24 and will mark the end of Phase 5 for the MCU. Here's another one where a bunch of people coming together to mark the end of an era.
Yep.
So at D23, just a couple of months later, Kevin Feige confirmed the following lineup for the film. Julia Louis-Dreyfus as Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
Yes.
That's a long one.
Valentina is the iPad lady at the end of Black Widow and is in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh.
The one that tells Yelena to go kill
Yeah.
Hawkeye.
Yeah. So then we have David Harbour's Red Guardian, who...
Black Widow
icon.
Yes.
Hannah John Kammen's Ghost.
Ghost Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Uh-huh. We have Wyatt Russell's U.S. agent / John Walker. Duh. Oh, gosh. I always mess up her last name. But Olga... I can't even say her last name. Korlinko. I'm so sorry. Her portraying Taskmaster. From Black Widow. This is a lot of Black Widow characters.
Yeah.
Florence Pugh's Black Widow. / Yelena. And then my boy, Sebastian Stan, coming back as Bucky.
Yep. So I'm actually going to delete this next one because that one has been delayed indefinitely.
Also, he's technically not the Winter Soldier anymore.
Well,
after he went to Wakanda, he was considered the White Wolf. That's what T'Challa called him.
Well, that's what Kevin Feige announced at D23.
Okay, Kevin Feige, you're wrong.
Yes,
not the Winter Soldier
President
anymore.
of Marvel, you are wrong.
Yes, of course Kevin Feige's wrong. I'm right. Duh. I'm really excited
too because I'm really. Oh, you can do the next one.
I'm so excited for the next one too.
Okay.
So
I'll do the next one because I'm very excited about the next one.
Okay, so we've known for a while that Ryan Reynolds is producing and starring in a third Deadpool movie. And this is the first in the series to be officially connected to the MCU. And it comes out on November 8th of 2024. However,
I think it's been delayed, though, is what I read recently.
Possibly. TBD.
Possibly.
Coming out TBD.
Yes.
But Ryan
That's
Reynolds...
what we should do for the rest of these is TBD.
Yeah. But Ryan Reynolds dropped a real bombshell out of nowhere when he tweeted a teaser video for this currently untitled sequel. Which, let's be honest, it's going to be called Deadpool 3.
Yes.
Like, we all know this.
Yes.
Not only is it hitting theaters at some point in 2024, or TBD.
Or TBD.
But also, Hugh Jackman has decided to return to play the Wolverine once again. After, 10 years?
Why Music Man is closing.
Thank God. But,
Thank God.
It's after, 10 years? When was the last time? I saw that. But when was the last time Hugh Jackman played Wolverine?
It was Logan, right?
I think so.
Logan came out in 2017.
2017. Okay, I take that back. It wasn't 10 years, but it feels like it's been 10 years.
Yeah. The next one I'm excited for.
Go for it, girl.
Which is Spider-Man freshman year. Sometime in 2024. Maybe. TBD. We don't know.
I just had a thought.
What?
Go ahead, you talk. I'll come up when it comes up.
Okay. Spider-Man freshman year is an upcoming animated series that, quote, follows Peter Parker on his way to becoming Spider-Man in the MCU, with a journey unlike we've ever seen and a style that celebrates the character's early comic book roots, end quote. It is yet unclear if Tom Holland will be reprising his role as Peter Parker / Spider-Man in this series, but it is known that Jeff Trammell will serve as both executive producer and head writer. Am I still going? Mm-hmm. Okay. The series is set to arrive on Disney Plus sometime in 2024 and will feature Charlie Cox's Daredevil, Dr. Octavius, Chameleon, Speed Demon, Scorpion, Butane the Pyromaniac, Harry Osborn, and Amadeus Cho?
Amadeus Cho?
Amadeus Cho?
I think so. I think that's who that is. Also, Harry Osborn. I'm excited to see that.
I am too. And
here's my thought. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I was just going to finish off the last bullet point before we got into thoughts.
Oh, go ahead.
It has been confirmed that there is a second season of the show, which will be Spider-Man sophomore year, will also be on its way.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Does this mean that we get Aunt May back?
1, it means we get Aunt May back. 2, I'm wondering if we get Uncle Ben.
No.
Because it is the Peter Parker origin.
So we might see Uncle Ben for like 0.5 seconds.
Yes, because I think this is going to be him getting the spider bite.
Probably.
And then the sequel, or the second season is going to be, I think, up until Civil War. Or when, Tony comes in.
Yeah. Makes sense.
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah. And then we've seen from there on. We saw junior year and senior year, so we don't need that. I'm excited. I think this is going to be very good.
Yes.
And notice?
Because we know that he's only, been it for a year, you know?
Yeah.
So,
And in Civil War, he, just figured it out.
Yes. Barely. Hey, have you noticed how every one that we've talked about that we're, super stoked for is all for characters that we already know? Yeah.
Marvel.
Hey, what about Marvel? The Marvels with Kamala Khan, who we didn't know about.
That also has
year.
characters we already know.
But it has Kamala Khan, who came out this year.
But it also has Monica Rambeau and Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers. So, although I won't get into my thoughts about Carol Danvers, but go ahead. Fantastic Four.
Oh, am I doing Fantastic Four?
Go for it.
Okay. Fantastic Four will come out on Valentine's Day of 2025. Maybe. TBD. We don't know.
2025 is so many years away.
Yeah. I will be 24, 6 days later.
Here's what I want to see. I want us to listen to this episode, and then, go back in 2025 and see how many of these actually came out when they said they were going to come out, if they even did. Yep.
Because I already deleted one off the list, Blade, which has been delayed indefinitely.
So, yeah. Go ahead. Fantastic Four. Go for it.
At San Diego Comic-Con 2019, Marvel Studios head Kevin Feige said that X-Men and Fantastic Four were on their way to the MCU in some form. Nothing has been confirmed since regarding the X-Men, but in a Disney investors call in December of 2020, Feige confirmed that a Fantastic Four movie was in the works from Spider-Man 1-3 director John Watts. However, in April of 2022, the news broke that Watts was stepping away from the film and the hunt for a new director was underway. At San Diego Comic-Con 2022, it was confirmed that Fantastic Four would begin Phase 5 of the MCU on November 8th of 2024 and begin the final journey toward the multiverse saga end with Avengers The Kong Dynasty and Avengers Secret Wars. Since then, the release has been pushed back several months to February 14th of 2025. I believe it's been pushed back further. I'm going to double check while you read the last two.
Cool. Last two were already mentioned. Avengers Kong Dynasty will potentially be coming out on May 2nd of 2025. And while we've known for some time that Jonathan Majors' Kong the Conqueror would make his big screen debut in the MCU film Ant-Man Quantumania, his importance was made clear when Marvel revealed at SDCC 2022, I'm tired of saying San Diego Comic-Con because everybody knows, SDCC 22, that Avengers The Kong Dynasty will officially be the next Avengers film and will be one of the two films alongside Avengers Secret Wars to bring an end to the multiverse saga and Phase 6 of the MCU. Also, I'm really tired, so that SDCC thing came across really sassy, but I'm sorry.
All of these are correct. They're the updated dates.
Okay,
from
cool.
the most recent delay on October 11th.
Okay, cool. So there'll probably be like 5 or 6 more. We'll keep you updated.
Yeah. Fandom news. That's why we're there.
Yep. Let's see. Avengers The Kong Dynasty. Yep, we already talked about that. Next, Avengers Secret Wars, which is slated to come out on May 1st of 2026. We'll see. Avengers Secret Wars will mark the end of both Phase 6 of the MCU and the entire multiverse saga that encompasses Phase 4, 5, and 6. It will arrive almost exactly a year after Avengers The Kong Dynasty on May 1st, 2026, and it will be the big screen adaptation to the beloved Secret Wars comic run that saw the Avengers, Fantastic Four, and X-Men team up to stop an unimaginable threat.
So we have to get an X-Men film sometime before 2026.
Yes. Also, really quick, going back to Fantastic Four, I saw a thing recently that was like, how hilarious would it be if Chris Evans came back to play?
I saw that.
Did you see that?
I've seen, I don't know if it's fan cast or what, but I've seen a lot of John Boyega from Force Awakens, or the most recent Star Wars sequel, being some sort of character in that Fantastic Four. Like, it's been, like, heavily rumored, so I would be excited to see him back in a major franchise. I know Star Wars didn't treat him that well, so I'd really hope that the world has changed since
that
he
would
was
be
last
cool.
in Star Wars.
That would
And
be
I'd
cool.
love to see him in a big thing again.
I'm trying to find it. Where is it? Where is Chris Evans in the Fantastic Four?
He was, Storm. No.
Human Torch, I think, but
Human
let me
Torch.
double check.
Yeah.
Yes, he was Human Torch. That's what I thought.
Okay.
So I would love to see him as. Could you imagine if he just showed up and he was Human Torch and everybody's like, Steve Rogers? And he's like, I don't know who that guy is. I'm a Human Torch. Like, I think that'd be so funny. Just like so meta.
I mean, that's pretty much what WandaVision did.
Yeah.
Casting the old Quicksilver as...
Yeah. Exactly.
Quicksilver?
Exactly. But like not in like somebody's messed up mental reality. Like legit, just Chris Evans. Like there's 2 Chris Evanses walking around and they look exactly the same. And one's Captain America and the other one's the Human Torch. I think that would be so funny. And they have zero relationship at all.
I know you haven't seen this, but the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special... Weird sentence to start it. There's like a whole time travel plot, and near the end of it, they have like 4 Obi-Wans do the hello there to each other.
That
with Chris Evans.
But no, he'd be old. It would be old Captain America. It wouldn't be young Captain America. I want 2 Chris Evanses that look identical, like next to each other.
Or do the Spider-Man point. But
yes.
Yeah, so like the Star Wars Lego Holiday Special, the Obi-Wan thing, it's like prequel Obi-Wan, like episode 1 Obi-Wan, episode 2 Obi-Wan, episode 3 Obi-Wan, and then episode 4 Obi-Wan, and they all look at each other and go, hello there.
Hello there.
And then there's like cut in half Maul, just like, ahem. And then they start fighting each other, and it's the funniest moment in that entire special.
That's what we need. We need Chris Evans to come face to face with Chris Evans as Captain America and Human Torch. This is my official petition to Kevin Feige. Please make this happen for me, Kevin.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's kind of all we got right now, which is honestly a lot. That's 2026. That's like 4 whole years from now.
Yeah. Not really. Next month is Christmas.
We're not talking about that right now.
Not yet.
I know my whole house is already decorated for Christmas, but we're not going to talk about that right now.
I didn't bring any of my Christmas decorations up here.
Well,
I'm not here for Christmas.
So it doesn't mean you still can't have Christmas cheer.
Fun facts about this fandom news. There's like 3 different Greek mythology related things in this fandom news. And there's
it's a
not
lot
that
of
many
theater
of them.
stuff.
It's a lot of theater stuff, but there's 3 of them that have to do with something Greek mythology related.
I also have one that I don't think we talked about.
What?
Phantasmic opening.
Oh yeah, Phantasmic has reopened. I talked about it last week's fandom news.
Oh, okay.
When you were gone. But yeah, Phantasmic has reopened, and I love it so much. I watched like a video of it on YouTube and was very happy. I am very glad that the really weird like natives versus the colonizers scene is gone from the like that whole thing is gone from the heroics thing, and that we got like mini segments. I was talking to Gabby about this like earlier.
We talked
this
about
week.
this for a long time earlier this week.
The Moana section made me cry.
It was so good.
It's so good.
So
I
good.
could do without Elsa in it.
I agreed.
And
Elsa's
I wish
everywhere.
Yes. I wish that it was in Kanto because they only showed like 2 like little projections of Mirabelle and that was it.
Lame.
So I wish that it was something in Kanto related instead of Elsa.
Agreed.
But also I wish that in the like romantic princess and prince section we got at least 1 person of color couple because it's 3 white couples.
There's no Tiana and Naveen? Bro,
There's
what?
no Tiana and Naveen. There's no Aladdin and Jasmine. No nothing. It's Belle and Beast, Ariel and Eric, and Snow White and her prince.
Okay, well, they kind of like encompass like the 3 main eras of Disney, and they're like 3 of the most. I know,
not really.
I know. I think so.
Ariel and Belle came out like 2 years apart.
But I think Ariel and Belle are 2 of the most beloved princesses, and Snow White is the one who started it all. You have to include Snow White.
Yeah, I just wish that we had at least
I agree.
1.
I absolutely agree. You could do 4.
Yes, you could do 4 on the boats.
Yeah, I agree.
But anyway, fandom news. Bless my soul. Paper Mill Playhouse has announced initial casting for its previously announced production of Disney's Hercules. The production will feature Bradley Gibson as Hercules, Sheila Hensley as Hades, James Monroe Iglehart as Phil, and Isabel McCalla as Meg.
The Lincoln Center has announced that Andrew Burnap, Philippa Sue, and Jordan Donica will lead its new version of Lerner and Loewe's Camelot.
The Disney Wish will float through the heart of New York once again, returning to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade with an all-new performance.
Honestly,
we're starting to get Thanksgiving Day Parade news in our fandom news.
I'm so excited. Last year when I watched the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, I cried. Like, I literally just sat there and cried, and it felt like so cathartic. It's like, It brings me so much joy. I love the parade. Yeah. I just can't not watch the parade.
Yep.
Also, the dog show.
Oh, I don't watch the dog show.
I love the dogs.
We usually put, like, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving on after the parade's over.
I'm usually told that I can't watch the TV after the parade because the football's about to start. But I like watching the dog show.
Yeah.
We have multicast this year. We're going to watch both. Moving on. Derek Klena. Oh, gosh. I can never say her name. Alahi.
That's why I gave you this.
Alahi
That's why I gave you this news.
And,
the voice of Moana.
Yeah, the voice of Moana. And Nathan Gunn joined Sunset Boulevard at the Kennedy Center starring Stephanie J. Block.
Another Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade news. The cast of Funny Girl, A Beautiful Noise, Some Like It Hot, and The Lion King will perform in this year's parade, with Funny Girl starting off the parade, and I bet you they're going to do Don't Rain on My Parade.
Of course they are.
1, because it's freaking Lea Michele. 2, because of the irony.
Duh!
But then they also announced, because you know how, like, another channel will also show the parade, but it's not the, like, true broadcast?
Yeah. NBC
The other
is the
one
true
is,
broadcast.
Yeah, so CBS is doing 6 and Wicked, I believe.
CBS?
So something is doing
NBC
Wicked
is the one that does it usually, I think.
Yeah, but there's, like, usually another channel that will do, like, not the full parade.
Oh.
And they'll show, like, different things, or Broadway shows, but they'll show them in their theater performing and not, like, on the whatever.
That's
and
cool.
How they usually time it out is great, because it'll be not when another show is performing, so then I'll find out, oh, 6 is about to perform, let me go watch them.
Perfect. But then you miss all the floats. I like seeing Snoopy go by, and he goes...
It's usually during the ads.
The Grogu one was so cute last year.
Yeah, it's usually during the ads.
Oh, that's cool. I also want to know, how many times has The Lion King performed in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade?
So many.
Probably.
But so many of the shows are, like...
Probably 100. The Lion King has been on Broadway for 100 years, even though the movie only came out in the 90s. Like...
Yeah.
Anthony Rapp, who was the original Mark on Broadway in Rent, he will bring his show Without You to Off-Broadway to New World Stages in January of 2023.
I'm very excited about this next one. On the day that we are recording this, Rick Riordan and Disney Plus announced the new casting for the Percy Jackson and the Olympian show. They are welcoming the newest god in the Olympian pantheon, the god of travelers, gamblers, merchants, thieves, messengers, and all others who make their lives on the road. The one and only Hermes will be played by Lin-Manuel Miranda of Hamilton and In the Heights fame.
I really hope that he influences his performance by Andre DeShield's performance of Hermes. That would make me very happy.
What I read because Rick Riordan has a blog, he, when they wrote the character of Hermes for the show, and he read it, he was like, Lin-Manuel Miranda, that's the only person that I could see playing this role. So it was almost like a Robbie Coltrane with Hagrid situation.
Okay.
So I'm very interested to see. I could see him playing it from the books that Hermes is in.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited. I'm very excited for this casting.
I think this will be good.
Yeah.
Next, we have Sierra Bodges, who will lead The Secret Garden at the Amundsen Theater in Los Angeles in February of 2023.
Shanghai Disney Resort will be closing once again due to COVID-19. The indefinite closure is effective immediately.
Why?
Did you not see the TikTok videos? There was a huge outbreak of COVID there, and they were, like, testing everyone before they could leave the Disney Resort. Oh, I saw, like, 5 videos of people being like, yeah, I'm stuck in China now.
Just, like, in the Disney Resort or in China in general?
Because they let the people that tested negative leave the Disney Resort. Because there were more people that tested positive than negative.
Wow.
Yeah. Or at least that's what I read.
I mean, I wouldn't mind being stuck in Disneyland.
I don't know if it's open, though.
Why not? I mean, you can still walk around. It doesn't mean you have to do rides.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you're feeling sick, just stay home, bro.
Yes.
And last but not least, the most heartbreaking of all of the newses ever. Ugh. This hurts.
I had to have you read this, though.
Patrick Page. He is, his last performance as Hades will be in December. And actor Tom Hewitt will take over the role. And I have zero doubts in Tom Hewitt's abilities. He's gonna be great. However...
Isn't he the understudy right now?
He is. However...
Okay.
Nobody can replace Patrick Page.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I have to say. Nothing happened to him. He's perfectly fine. Knock on wood. But
no, he's gonna be in Macbeth in the
Yeah.
year or some Shakespeare
I know
play.
he's gonna be doing other stuff, which is like good for him. But like, it just hurts. It just hurts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm
So
done.
shall we get into this outro?
I think so. Before I literally go crazy.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Fan Fatales. We are a proud part of the Real Fans Podcast Network.
That's right. And if you'd like to check out more shows on the network, you can find them at rf4rm.com.
Join us next week where we will be traveling to a galaxy far, far away to talk about the history behind Life Day and the Star Wars Holiday Special, which is celebrated on November 17th.
Remember to subscribe to us wherever you get your podcasts.
And subscribe to us on YouTube.
Please leave us a review and comment down below to tell us what you thought of the show. And remember to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at FanFatalesPod for the latest updates. Now, Emma, where can the people find you on social media?
So my Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok are all at SnippyEmma, which is SNIPPYEMMA. What about you, Gabs?
I'm at Gaby Gent on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. That's GABYJENT.
Our editing is by the wonderful Carol Linsmeyer.
And as always, thank you for tuning in.
Bye!
Please listen to this episode. I don't think I'm going to cover their round.